Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Satsang. And tonight's focus is a little extra special. I'm going to be giving you the tools to really practice some pranayama. Now, it's going to be very important that you get cozy. If you have some incense, go ahead and light that right now while, we go through some of the instruction really quick. But again, the purpose of tonight is to teach you the powerful practice of pranayama or breath control. Now it's going to be casual, it's going to be laid back. So don't worry if you're not used to this before. Don't worry if you've never done it before. Just go ahead and get cozy, get in your final position. You're going to be able to do this wherever you're sitting or lying down. And take a nice deep breath in. And just let out a loving exhale, a sigh of relief as we begin. When you hear the tap of the bell, take a nice deep breath in. And with your exhale, transform it into the powerful Om. And with our final tap of the bell, take a nice deep inhale and hold it as long as you can comfortably as the sound fades. Effortlessly letting the breath drop away. Begin to feel the stillness, the calm of the body. As your breathing resumes normally, place your hands on your belly button. Point your fingers directly on that opening, the navel. And instead of listening to the breath, shift your attention to the expansion and contraction of the diaphragm, of the stomach moving in and out. Here, our focus will be breathing, pushing the hands. When you breathe in, expand. And as the exhale comes, feel it drawing in. Take a deep breath here, expanding the stomach, the diaphragm as much as you can. And with your exhale, bring it in as tight as you can. Pull that belly button as if you have a string, pulling it towards the spine as tight as you can. One more deep breath. And again, bringing it in tight to the spine. Resume this expansion and contraction at your own pace. And as your ears listen to the voice, the sensation and knowing of the body moving, You simply be, rest as you are, in the stillness and the calm. As we practice this sacred art of breath control, utilizing the form to achieve that peace and harmony. With your next breath, expand the diaphragm, the stomach as much as you can, drawing in as much air as you can. Breathing in those vital forces, and hold the breath. And without releasing that exhale, bring the diaphragm and belly button as tight as you can to the spine. As the air and energy shifts to the upper chest, the upper lungs, you hold it again before expanding the stomach and releasing with your exhale. Again, draw in as much air and life force as you can. And bringing the stomach tight to the spine without releasing that air and exhale. Shift to the upper lung, back down into the lower belly, and release the breath entirely. No matter what's happening around you, simply feel the body, feel the energy moving within you, and simply be as you are. Again, taking in a deep breath, we move the air back up to the upper lung and release it with our exhale. Allow this slow and rhythmic process of breathing to continue. Again, simply feeling the stomach expand as you draw in more air and life force. Contracting the stomach without releasing the exhale. Moving that energy upwards. And when your time is near to release the breath again, back down. With your next breath, repeat the same pattern. But here, simply hold the breath at the end. As long as you can, in that same slow and rhythmic fashion, begin to take note of how long you can hold the breath. In terms of breathing, we again try this one more time to practice this 4 seasons breath, drawing in life like the spring. Bringing the belly button close to the spine, shifting it to the upper lung as you feel the body warm up like the summer. You let the breath again fall back down and simply release it and hold stillness within you and in the form like winter. Continue this slow and rhythmic breathing on your own. And know that there are many ways to calm the body. The most important is our breath. For in this life, your first breath brings chaos. And with our last we depart. Both are a necessary function, for without either we cannot live. This contraction and relaxation is life itself. And when we simply observe and allow everything to be and tell the body to take control, we can witness this beauty, this duality that expresses itself in infinite ways in our realm. Leaving one hand on the navel, place the opposite in the nostril. For myself, I have my right hand, pointer finger closing off my right nostril. And here take in 5 deep breaths, slow and rhythmically, filling up the stomach and diaphragm with air, feeling that life flow into the chest, and release. Again. Allow yourself to calmly and effortlessly breathe. And with these last 2 inhales, take in as much air as you can. And for as long as you are breathing in, exhale just as long and hold the lungs empty for a brief moment. Once more. Switch positions and bring your left hand up, left pointer finger closing the left nostril. As you again take those 3 deep breaths in calmly, effortlessly releasing. And just as before with these last 2 breaths, for as long as you inhale and bringing in as much air and life force as you can, exhale just as long. Once more. Bring your hands back down to the navel. Draw on a deep inhalation, again expanding the diaphragm with this deep belly breath. And hold your inhale as long as you can. Begin to feel the stillness, that love, that calm, that relaxation take over and consume the bodily sensation. And understand that this too is a path home. Whenever you need to take a breath, allow the body to do so effortlessly. But continue this method of inhaling and holding as long as you can. For it's in this process when you distance yourself from bodily identification, bodily control, you let go. It begins to operate without your efforting. And as your attention shifts away from the doing, you can invest yourself in the marinating, the being, remaining as you are in that calm and effortless state. As you give the body tasks to do, it is like the bored yet energetic child that settles, relaxes. With these tasks, everything just operates and flows, and you can finally take a moment's rest within yourself. If you are sitting in a chair, sitting in lotus, place your hands on your knees. If you are lying down on the ground, simply place them at your side. Adjust your posture so you are sitting upright, but do not hold too much tension. If you are lying down, allow yourself to sprawl out. Our breathing will now shift. Again, focusing on the deep belly, that diaphragm, that belly button region, and slightly below if you can, to bring ourselves back in tune with that infant-like breath and that breathing that all life forms have. As we activate this deep furnace, this fire within us, we will be taking short and quick breaths. When you hear the tap of the bell, begin your breathing. I shall demonstrate. Quick breaths in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. When you hear that tap of the bell, begin the breathing and simply listen to my voice guiding you through the process. As you continue to breathe, do not focus on the sensation of the body. Do not focus on the breathing itself. Simply allow it to flow in through the nose and out through the mouth with force. Continue to take these deep breaths in, out. As you fill up your body with chi, with prana, with the life forces of the universe around you, that is you. In these last few breaths, begin to feel the bodily sensation being energized. When you hear the next tap of the bell, take a long, deep breath in and hold it as long as you can. Taking note of the long duration in which you can hold your breath. If you have not needed to inhale, continue to sit and marinate within yourself. Take a nice, deep, and loving breath in when ready. And again, just as long as you breathe in, hold it before exhaling just as long. And again, holding the lungs empty of air just as long as you are breathing in. 2 more breaths just as such. For it's here when we let go and will the body into this stillness, this calm, energizing it, pumping it with life's forces. We begin to expand and explore our human potential. The body naturally realigns itself energetically, and you expel any tension within you. These daily practices will empower you, can calm any storm, and make any breath last and feel like an eternity. It is what can give you the calm to handle any stressful situation. It'll give you the space to dampen any fear and be courageous as you really are. It will give you that breath to let go and be loving and compassionate as the true being of light and love in which we all are. Again, when you hear the tap of the bell, we'll begin that quick breathing. The in through the nose, out through the mouth, as long as we can. And as you continue to breathe, begin to observe the bodily sensation within you. As the prana and the energy fills up each and every cell, you release the tensions, the stagnant energy within you, cleaning yourself out, filling yourself up with life, continuing to breathe. Observe the separation and the calm. What is it you feel? What is it you observe? What is it you notice within you simply vanish? Know that it was never here. It was only temporary. And like before, when you hear the next tap of the bell, take in a long and deep breath in, holding it as long as you can. Resting and marinating within yourself, feeling the warmth. Again, you learn these tools to settle the storms that may arise within you, to put out the flames that may consume you. As you reassert your will and control over the body, take a deep breath when ready. And simply let it go effortlessly. With our next 3 breaths, we will again treat them evenly, lovingly with each phase of inhalation, holding it within us before we exhale again, finalizing with a pause of emptiness, allowing each season to have its time, our love, our affection, our attention. So marinate within yourself. And as we begin our final round of the quickened breathing, take 1 deep breath in as long as you can, inhaling, bringing that light and love into your body, and releasing any tension with your exhale. When you hear the tap of the bell, we again continue that quick breath. And allow the rhythm to take control. That pacing of in, that exhalation. Feel the body begin to get lighter. The separation, the intimacy that the form often has over us fades and dissolves into the calm and love and emptiness within us. All worries and everything causing tension vanishes in these moments. Continue to breathe. Quick inhale in, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allow it to take control. as you simply watch and observe the happenings. And when you hear the next tap of the bell again, fully empty the lungs with your exhale and draw in a long and deep inhale, bringing in as much air as you can and holding it for as long as you can. And be content. Fall in love with this calm and stillness and silence within you. Explore it without saying a word. Fall deep into it, trusting it, knowing that it'll catch you. Allow the warmth and love and light to radiate and flow freely as the body relaxes. Again, take a deep breath in. And just as long as you're inhaling, have a long and slow exhale. With our last 4 seasons breaths, draw in that life force. As long as you're inhaling, keep that air and energy within you just as long before exhaling the same duration and holding the lungs empty the same duration. Repeat this 2 more times. At your own pace, notice the difference from the beginning of this meditation till now. The calm, the effortlessness, the ease of the body, falling in love with these rhythms of its own beingness. In truth, it has always been yearning for such an opportunity. And in this path of action and inaction, in this simple act of doing, breath work, pranayama, you can come to understand and know the intimacy of being, allowing the body to take control as you simply observe and watch, marinating in the energy and the life force that enters it. You begin to open up the doorways of potential to control your own energy field. Listen to the subtle things that arise within you and that you observe and witness, and allow the flow to take over. When you hear the next tap of the bell, take a long and deep inhalation. And with your exhale, chant out that loving Om. Namaste. I bow to that divine within you. And as always, the floor is open for questions if you have any. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, hit that like, give a subscribe, share if you can. But I know this one is a little bit more technical, but there's so much value of practicing pranayama on your own. I know a lot of people are more familiar with like the Wim Hof breathing method, but they really just copped a lot of stuff from, you know, the Vedic text in terms of breathing. So breath work and pranayama itself have been pivotal in not only our, the meditation or spiritual communities, but really all ancient shamanistic cultures have practiced this breath work. Native tribes often say, just as much as you're doing in the world, you need to spend as much as time just simply being, listening to your breath, feeling your heart, feeling the vibration and heartbeat of Mother Earth, listening to the breath of the wind and harmonizing yourself with it. And it's so important to really utilize this tool that you received tonight, because it's going to reharmonize you physically, emotionally, mentally, and obviously spiritually. And it's truly the greatest tool that each of us has, because the breath is so powerful for each being. And you can think of it on whatever level you want to, but when we break it down like this, when you're in states of fear or anger or excitement, the breathing changes. We often focus on the heartbeat because it's that loudest thumping. But when people are angry, the breath changes. When you're scared, it's there's the vibrato to it. And when you're loving, it's just a So you can begin to utilize this practice to truly condition and train the body. When you're in situations of tension or fear or frustration, you can utilize that breath to bring that smile. You see, it comes naturally. So it's a very, very, very powerful tool to really heal yourself, liberate yourself. And as always, you're going to gain the benefits of releasing your own tensions. And when you're in these moments of relaxation, that's when we receive all of those cosmic downloads. So I implore you, I, I'm pushing you, I encourage you so much to practice this type of breathing. And you can kind of rewind and go through the different elements and, practice those individually. But we must understand that the deep belly breathing, really focusing on pushing out that belly button, out of frame right now, but when you can allow that low belly to expand and contract, you're literally pumping in life back into you. When we're infants, animals, you just got to look at nature and life around you. Look at babies, like we begin our lives of breathing in this pattern of low diaphragm. And as we age, we transition to breathing through the chest. Some people breathe through their mouths, like in through the nose, allow it to expand that stomach and draw back in. And if that was difficult for you, practice, practice, practice until it becomes automatic. Because this is literally the gut. It's your pump. It's that furnace. And when you can really attune that and realign that with the natural way it's supposed to breathe, it's how you really just wash out all those tensions within you. Now, there was quite a lot in this one. It was definitely a lot more technical, but I just had the feeling in my heart that this was important to teach whoever is willing to listen, because it's the greatest tool for you to live life, to apply your spiritual teachings and insights, because in that breath, it gives you the time to end the cycles of reaction and turn into a response, to be consciously aware, to be compassionate, and to heal and harmonize your own energies. And I encourage you, do this every day. Do this when you start your day, if you're on a walk, if you're, in transit and just, commuting, before you start work, whatever you're doing in the day, do this breath work. It's going to change your life. So may the fruit of knowledge offer a seed, and in that seed may your love, will, and intuition give life and nourishment, for a tree shall grow, and in its shade may you find peace, and offer peace to all who ask. Namaste. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me this evening. If you want to support FSP and help me out, keep pushing with the content and spread love and light, check out the link in the description below. It's a GoFundMe, Community Through Unity. It's an event that FSP hosts, and any donations help me and Full Spectrum Performance out, continuing our really mission and work to spread that love and light, baby. So have a great night. I love you so much. I'll see you Sunday, 8 a.m. for that relaxation Sunday morning satsang. Take care. Peace.